everyone, it's your boy Airsoft Fatty, and today I've got a bit of a new kind of review for you. See, this review mixes some of the old with the new. So you guys remember my old Airsoft reviews, which slowly those are going to start making a return. It's just going to take a little time. We're getting some stuff set up, hopefully, but just keep an eye out. But something we almost never see me touch on is water guns. And well, today, Fatty's finally going to get a little wet because, well, we're reviewing a water gun. Now, this water gun is the Epiphany MP5K water gun. It comes from Amazon. I'll have links in the description directly to the product. I don't even know if that's actually the, full-on, brand name because, when I review my orders, it says it's an Epiphany. But then when you go look at it, it gives it a general, MP5 water gun, fun kids toy, wow, Amazon product. But yeah, it's about 13 to 15 bucks. It is a battery operated gun. And without further ado, here is the MP5 itself. Your batteries go back here. It takes 4, I think it's double A's. I believe double or triple A's. I don't remember because I set this up a long time ago. I've had this for about, 6-7 months now. And I did not think to get a preview in the box or anything, so this is an out-of-the-box review. So let's go over the looks, the functionality, and my final thoughts, and, make it a 3-piece little review. So let's go over the looks real quick. So looks-wise, right? Let's take a look at it, just give you a quick little look around. And then we'll tour everything. Now let's talk. So, looks-wise, what's all there? So you have a molded-on safety, which is unmovable. It is just molded there. You have the symbols for full auto and semi-auto, but they're different for each side. So in this one, you can see full auto and safe. But on this side, there's what looks to be semi-auto and multi-shot. A 3-round burst, I should say, burst fire. That makes no sense. That's not how a real steel gun works. That being said, I'm not going to dock it because it's non-functional. It's just there for there. It has a non-functioning iron sights. And that's because this non-functioning red dot sight's in the way. Which is completely unnecessary in design. Because all it is a pinhole. You didn't really need this. You could have kept this off and you would have had a better looking water gun. But yep, there is a pinhole sight there, and it is just a literal poked out hole. And I mean, I guess it works if you're just having a water fight with your friends, and realistically, you're not going to be aiming down the sights of this thing. But that is a gripe I have. The laser that they have on here, right, the laser flashlight thing, it doesn't function at all, even though there is a hole, the tip for it. That does not function whatsoever. I have tried to figure out if it does. It doesn't unscrew. It doesn't have a place for batteries. There's no light bulb in there. It's just a hollow tubing that they have on the bottom to make it look kind of like that, which is kind of annoying. Otherwise, everything that you see on here is molded on, minus this button, the trigger, this, and your magazine. Those are moving parts. The rest of this, also your battery back door is a moving part, but the rest of this does not move or anything. It is all one piece. Now, you see these right here, this vent hole, and you would think that's for sound effects, but there's no sound effects at all. It's just the sound of the motor going. Now, I would gripe and bitch about the magazine being a more AKM4 style magazine instead of being an MP5 style. However, there really isn't a way to get around this magazine being used when I look at it. You kind of need this to create some pressure to help feed the water into the tubing. And honestly, this feels better for capacity. And in all honesty, it's a corner that I say is pretty okay. I'm pretty okay with cutting. I wish there was a working charging handle, even if it did nothing, you just pulled it back. But, it doesn't. So, looks-wise, I'm going to give this guy a 6.5 out of 10. It's above average. From a distance, this looks badass. When you start to look closer, you see some of the quirks and some of the weird stuff. You see, like, the venting, you think, oh, there's going to be noise. There's no noise. The selector switch is a very funky look. But, you know, from a distance, it looks pretty damn good. So, 6.5. But now we're going to get to the fun part, the functionality. How well does it shoot? What I'm going to do is I'm going to step outside, and we're going to go ahead and shoot this bad boy and see how well it does. So, let's do this, shall we? Okay, Fatty of the Past. Thanks for that brief overview of the looks. Let's go over functionality, all right? So, as explained, we have a magazine release right here on the side. Pull back. Don't accidentally shoot the gun, it's very easy. Pull back, pull your magazine out, and you put her back in. Kind of have to rock the magazine in place like an AK mag. Of course, you got your normal trigger. Went ahead and cycled it so it's got water going through the system. We have a secondary trigger that I brought up during the looks portion. And all that does is when you push it down, shoots it in full auto. Basically, it's a secret trigger. A lot of fun. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take 10 steps back, take a shot, see if we can't hit the target, keep it accurate. And on the box, it claims 35 feet. We'll take some shots from 35 and see what happens. For now, I'm going to take a couple steps back here. We're at about 5 feet. Take about 5 more steps that way and see if we can't hit this target. All right, now we're at about 10 feet. Let's see if we can hit these targets. Let's go, we're looking down the pinhole. All right, looking at the pinhole, directly aiming at the targets, it ain't it. But let's just kind of eyeball it like a paintballer. Let's see if we can't angle it. So on the claims of a 30-foot range, I mean, sure, you could probably get 30 feet in like an angled shot, but if you're looking at a straight shot, you're barely going to break 10 to 15 feet. However, we did hit the targets a couple of times, but really not enough there to say this is super accurate. So, function-wise, probably going to get a 4 out of 10. It's fun, works, but it ain't hit much. That being said, if we hit the secondary trigger, we're only going to get about the same distance, same angle, same everything, so there's really no difference. However, there's one more thing I wanted to test. I'm a little disappointed that it didn't hit the box's claim. Surprise, a $13 water gun doesn't hit what it claims. But we're going to top the magazine off, and we're going to see how long we can hold the trigger, fire, and just, well, see how long of a magazine we have. So now we're just going to hold the trigger down and see how long she'll shoot for. So, let's do this. Still going, we're at about halfway there. with any hope, I can do a time lapse and see how long that went for. She is bone dry. So pretty good magazine capacity, but like I said, it's really not hitting much with it, so it'll probably feel a lot less. Let's take you inside for the final thought, shall we? So, here we are, back inside the house after doing the shooting review portion. Look, I'm going to be honest, it's my first time reviewing a water gun, and I'm kind of just winging it. That being said, as I said, shooting-wise, it gets a 4 out of 10. It's barely breaking 10 to 15 feet, whereas the box, I'm pretty sure, states it breaks like 30, 35. However, it does have a pretty large magazine capacity, as you guys witnessed. I don't know if I put the timing up or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I got too lazy and just want to put a video up. Maybe we didn't. Besides the point, overall, I'm going to give this gun a 5 out of 10. It's pretty mid, to be honest. Looks-wise, it excels. It looks pretty fucking cool. I think if I were a kid at a birthday party and you were to buy this and be like, yo, I got you this really cool toy gun, and you showed me this, I'd be pretty happy with this. And it's relatively cheap at like, what, 15 bucks? So it's not like you're breaking the bank to get one of these bad boys. Compared to buying something like a Spraya, which is nearly, what, 200, 300 bucks? So this right here is excellent if you're just some friends looking to have a water war. If you're trying to get some water guns for someone who's younger. But if you're looking for something more serious, you're going to want to go with something more like a Spraya and drop some money. Because you definitely do get what you pay for, but I would definitely say this is worth it. It's simple, stupid, simple, easy fun that, you know, I don't think we can really complain about too much. Something I'd like to try to do in the future is take one of my canvases, fill this up with some water paint, and fucking maybe do a painting with it or something. Let me know if that's a video you'd like to see. Get this video to 1,000 likes, and maybe we'll do an art video. Who knows? That being said, I give this Epiphany, aka the Amazon MP5 water gun, an overall score of a 5 out of 10. Functionally, it's mid. Looks-wise, looks pretty cool, in my opinion. And honestly, like, if you want to do some cosplay stuff with this, and have an actual, like, projectile shooting cosplay weapon, this has the silhouette of a Warhammer 40k bolter. You can't look at that and say it don't look like a bolter. You can't tell me you can't 3D print some shit to put over this that would make this a bolter. I'm just saying to you cosplayers out there, you can have yourself a functioning bolter. That being said, hopefully you all are doing great and amazing today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this kind of different review from me. Like I said, I really don't know how to review a water gun. I've never messed with water guns too much growing up. So, like, this is new to me. And so I'm kind of just winging it as I'm reviewing. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this and it helped inform you a little bit and show up something pretty cool. Otherwise, this has been your boy Airsoft Fatty. And I am going to peace out for now. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and like I said, 1,000 likes and we'll do an art video. Bye!